Well, it occurred to me that I haven't made a video in a while, let alone a garage update video. To show you what's going on. Shelves are a mess, need to be cleaned off. I don't know if you remember, I had a whole bunch of Clinton and Lawson engines and Briggs engines up on them shelves. I sold most all of them. The only things I really have left is one Lawson there, RSH, Maytag 92, my Maytag twin there. There's a Lawson TLC, which I've had that for going on 2 years now. Just haven't gotten anywhere with it. Need parts. A couple Power Products engines up there that I've had for years. A couple ordinary Briggs engines, a Model N there, a WMB. My pile of Maytag 82. There's 2 engines worth of parts there. I need to go through them. That Power Products twin is still here. There's another Power Products single back there. Miscellaneous bits and pieces, my spark plug tester, electrical components, just a couple generators down there. My little Delco 6-volt generator. The Wells chargers down there, been down there for a year and a half, haven't touched it. My WI's down there, the running one. Little generator with a aluminum Briggs on it. There's an untouched Model Y lever start down there, and an untouched WI down there. I believe that one has an aluminum shroud. Another Model Y down there with some old alternators for little projects in the future. Other random parts, Kohler for my Kohler generator. There's a big flat belt pulley down there. More alternators. My this here is a regulator tester. Needs to be rebuilt. All the wires are shot on it. But yeah, it tests 6-volt and 12-volt starter generators and voltage regulators. Pretty neat thing to have. Of course, I don't really have tractors, so I don't know if I would ever use it. The old faithful 2-horsepower Hercules. A 3-horse. There's 2 old reliable engines. Go everywhere, every show. The little 1.5 that I redid a little while ago. Still sitting on a little cart. Haven't made a regular cart for it yet, or a cart like these two have. The 2.5 that I did that series on, still sitting on this little hydraulic lift table. I have a different mixer on it now. I ended up finding out the mixer I had on it was for the larger frame 2.5 horsepower with the 3 3/4 bore. This is a 3 5/8 bore, so it should have a small 1.5 horsepower stock carburetor on it like this one has. So that's that. Need to make a cart for that. That runs good. Doesn't have any more compression than it did before, but it runs good. There's a radiator for my Kohler generator. It's a little United I picked up in May at Jacktown. kind of opened up a can of worms with this engine. A lot of parts missing, a lot of worn parts, a lot of work. Paid a little bit too much for it too, not knowing that it needed all this work. But oh well. Should be a nice engine when it's done. Need an igniter, or at least I have to try to rebuild the old one. And then my big engine, which you've never seen before. My 5 horsepower Hercules. I got this engine in May also at Jacktown. Actually came from a guy in New York. He had it listed online for sale. He was coming down to Jacktown anyway, so I said, if you want, bring this along and I'll buy it off you. A little bit about it. It's a 1919 5 horse Hercules. I'm not sure what it was originally sold as. I believe it was originally sold as either an economy or a Hercules, but I don't think I've ever seen an economy with a rounded hopper like this. Only Hercules branded engines had that rounded hopper. But the paint's throwing me off, but I guess that could be a repaint because, I don't know, it doesn't seem like that high quality paint that you usually see. Maybe I'll power wash and see if there's any paint underneath that grease down there. But that's a good running engine. I'll have to do a startup video and a run video of that sometime. I did build a cart for that, just because there's no other way I could possibly move it without a cart. It's a heavy engine. I think the original shipping weight on this was about 900 pounds when it came from the factory, and that was of course with the crate and everything, but I don't really know what it would be now. I imagine it's probably about 700 pounds. Pretty good size engine. So that's my lineup so far, the Hercules engines. Got the 1.5, the 2 horse up there, the 2.5, the 3, and the 5. There's actually a 7 horse up for auction middle of this month, but I won't be bidding on that. But that would be the next size up. Don't really have the room for that, as you might be able to tell. But that's about it for the garage, except for the new lighting I put up. It's T5s, high output T5s, replacing the old T12s I had up here. I had 4 40-watt T12s, and now I forget, these might be 32-watt T5s. They're 8 bulbs total. A lot more light, and it only draws maybe, I think it actually draws the same amount of current as the old ones did, as the T12s, but with significantly greater light output. It's real nice. The old Model Y homemade generator still up there. And that's about it. The garage here. Not a whole lot else happening. I do have plenty of other projects that are going on. I'll make some videos of. That's just that.